Boldly stood up well. All clears through. And away they go. Boldly was one of the first out. Royal Chevron, the grey, darts through in the centre to go to the lead. From Gothic Titan, Sovereign Squall. Norsewood now fourth on the inside from Amazon Lad. Boldly easing out at the fray early. Correg over on the rails. Second last is Boldly with Deadly around it. And Success Story is a length away. They put the 1200 astern and Royal Chevron led by nearly a length to Gothic Titan. Sovereign Squall third, just gets his head up a little and over races. Norsewood tucked away fourth on the inside and then Amazon Lad. A length and a half Correg followed by Deadly and then a half to Boldly. And a length last of all a Success Story about to come off the back and Royal Chevron is the leader. Gothic Titan 3/4 away. Norsewood a neck back on the rails. They're followed by Sovereign Squall out 3 wide. Amazon Lad the centre over on the inside. Almost a length away there is Correg. Followed by Deadly, one to Boldly. And Success Story last of the 9 as they ran down the hill. Nearing the 600, Royal Chevron a neck in front of Gothic Titan, who travels as well as anything second. Norsewood third on the inside as they neared the corner from Sovereign Squall. Amazon Lad dug up a little and they're followed by Deadly, pulled out wide. Boldly still a long way back with Correg on the rails and Success Story. Royal Chevron round the turn in front of Gothic Titan, a run on the inside for Norsewood. Then Correg getting up along the fence, running on is Deadly and Boldly out very wide. Royal Chevron at any old odds still the leader from Gothic Titan nearing the 200. Norsewood the inside and now Boldly starting to work home well and Deadly is coming with it. Gothic Titan put his head in front momentarily from Norsewood, but Boldly's coming at them on the outside. Gothic Titan and Boldly down to the line and Boldly got up and won it from Gothic Titan by about a neck. Correg might have got through to get third in a close go. Norsewood over on the inside and Deadly out wide. They were trailed then by Royal Chevron, Amazon Lad, Sovereign Squall and Success Story. Boldly finishing the better from well back in the field, getting to the outside. And with the blinkers back on today, he's produced favourite now. Now, Farina getting pretty edgy down on the inside. Attendants either side of her. And they settled a bit better now, and they're away and racing. Farina out a little slowly. Regal Escort getting back in the field early. Peggy Eileen Punchinella got away fast. This is Real as prominent with Bombay Sapphire and Twilight Rain. And Kaitana's just off them from Lady Blaswick, Awesome Diamond, Farina next. And then came behind these horses is AD's Dancer as they went off the back straight. Well back in the field is Rose Archway at the 800 metres. Charmley got out to second last now. Regal Escort is last as Kaitana went to the lead down the hill. A length and a half Punchinella. Twilight Rain in third placing. Lady Blaswick going up fourth. This is Real just behind them. 50 inside from Peggy Eileen. Bombay Sapphire is wider out, followed by Farina. They're trailed then as they near the turn by Rose Archway. AD's Dancer, Awesome Diamond. Charmley is next to last. And Regal Escort is still last as they wheel into the straight. Kaitana, the leader from Punchinella, through on the inside. Wider out Lady Blaswick. This is Real starting to come home fairly well in the centre. And AD's Dancer has got to the outside and is starting to work home well at the 250 metre mark now. This is Real had moved up and has gone to the lead from Kaitana trying to kick back. Here's Charmley scorching down the outskirts, but This is Real with a big lead over Charmley, a couple of lengths in front, and This is Real wins it well from Charmley second. Farina got up and grabbed third from the weakening Kaitana, and they were followed closely by Rose Archway and AD's Dancer. Next Punchinella, followed then by Peggy Eileen, and back behind those fillies to finish Twilight Rain, Awesome Diamond, Lady Blaswick. Regal Escort never came into it. She's finished at the tail of the field with Bombay Sapphire. Number 5 is the winner. This is Real, ridden by Noel Callow. Ended up being fairly still on a slow track rail out 15 on their journey. And now Common Style and the Bartered Bride were both slow to move, particularly Common Style. Traffier, the grey, bounded out with the Crystal Bell, who got away well. Sterling Quartet is on their outside. Lady Baton posied up just behind them in fourth placing, followed by Hot and Hula, and then No Escape outside Startling Bell. About a length and a half to Miss Perry Perry. Indian Rose the outside. Common Style slipping up along the fence. Then Platonic Love, who's next to last, and the Bartered Bride is last of all. Down the back, Trafera led Crystal Bell by about a length, and Sterling Quartet a half length away third. Hot and Hula fourth on the inside of Startling Bell. No Escape out about 4 wide, and Lady Baton 3 deep in that bunch. 2 lengths further back, Common Style inside Miss Perry Perry, and they're followed by Indian Rose. A length and a half, Platonic Love, and the Bartered Bride is last of all. A steady pace off the back at the 800. Trafera set the tempo a little more than a length. Crystal Bell. Sterling Quartet in the centre third, followed by No Escape wide out, and the red colours getting up to 4th. fourth. Then Lady Baton, Startling Bell. There goes the Bartered Bride whipping around the field quickly before the turn. In a bunch field, next Hot and Hurler, Miss Peri Peri, Common Style, Platonic Love and Indian Rose as they neared the corner. Traffier near the inside, the leader from Sterling Quartet, Crystal Bell, and the Bartered Bride's gone up to them fast on the outside. Then Startling Bell and Miss Peri Peri as they get towards the 300-metre mark. And here it's now Crystal Bell in the middle, still a narrow leader with Sterling Quartet coming home strongly. The Bartered Bride battling away on the outside. Sterling Quartet the leader from Crystal Bell and the Bartered Bride with about 50 to go. Sterling Quartet with Crystal Bell having another go at it, but Sterling Quartet wins again by a neck. Crystal Bell. The Bartered Bride 3/4 away third. Then Startling Bell and Common Style, followed by Miss Peri Peri, Lady Baton, Platonic Love and No Escape. Next to finish Traffier, who weakened down on the inside, followed by Indian Rose and Hot and Hula last of all. Sterling Quartet and a pickup ride for Vincent Hall. What a confident little ride it was over the concluding stages. Just sat down and pushed her out hands and heels line, and they're set to go. Racing now, Be My Princess got away well on the inside, and Faulia and Lone Cypress with our Carpstead got away quickly. Kay Kalani hunting forward, looking for the lead early. Alison Black is up there too as they settle fully into stride now. And Alison Black goes through in the centre to take over the running narrowly from Kay Kalani, and our Carpstead is third. A length further back in the field is Citrium settling down in fourth, placing one Lone Cypress, Be My Princess. 2 lengths further back is Sweet Mover, and then Rose of Arches on the outside. 1.5 to Lindoni outside Chamaro, and then Faulia and Rose of Helios is last of all, but they're going pretty quickly out to the 1,000, and Alison Black is the front runner, 1.5 in front of Kay Kalani, who races outside our Carpstead. Citrium holding down fourth, the outside of Be My Princess, a couple Lone Cypress. Over on the inside, Sweet Mover, followed by Rose of Arches, 1 Chamaro. 1/2 length to Lindoni and 2 lengths to Rose of Helios, niggled at second last, and Faulia is last of all. Alison Black strings them out, coming down the hill, 2 lengths in front of our Carpstead. Be My Princess third. Citrium getting up to fourth from an already weakening Kay Kalani. 1.5 away, Sweet Mover over on the inside as they neared the corner from Lone Cypress. Rose of Arches pulled out wide, and then Chamaro and Lindoni, and Rose of Helios well back with Faulia last into the straight. Be My Princess stays right against the inside at the 400 metres and has gone up to join Alison Black. Wider out is Citrium, and Sweet Mover coming down the outside as they get to the 200 metre mark. Rose of Helios getting a run on the inside, and Lone Cypress coming right down the outside with a very strong finishing run. Be My Princess 100 out is the leader. It's Be My Princess from Chamaro and Lone Cypress the outside. Be My Princess, Chamaro coming at her, but Be My Princess wins at a 1/2 length Chamaro. A length Lone Cypress getting third over on the outside. And close up then Rose of Helios and Lindoni. Then came Faulia with a break to Citrium. Long break to Rose of Arches, followed in by Sweet Mover. And back behind her to finish was the early front runner Alison Black with our Carpstead and Kay Kalani last of all. Be My Princess taking it out, ridden by Kathy Payne. Number 1, Be My Princess first, beating Chamaro 7 second, and 4 getting up for third, Lone Cypress. Race 4 should be 1, 7 and 4. They're semaphore on the board now. 4th place going to number 10, Rose of Helios, and 5th in number 2, Lindoni. And they'll have them ready. Bella Hill goes up 1,300 metres now, and they're set to go. Van der Haar stood up well. All clear. Off now. Van der Haar won the jump. Kazaragi missed it 1.5 lengths. And Hot Touch was the first to bounce out, landing by a 1/2 length Timely Waters, Oliver Beer, and Bella Hill getting up into 4th on the outside. Then a length away to Hot Taste, and on the rail Van der Haar from Stenner, and Cooktown going forward wide out. Couple Kazaragi on the inside from Vertrag, Blue Water, and Christopher Mack at the tail of the field going forward on the outside of Portland Prince. As they're about to come off the back, and Hot Touch is the leader. He's a 1.5 lengths in front of Bella Hill, 2 Timely Waters, 1 Oliver Beer. Then Van der Haar 5th on the inside, followed by Hot Taste, and back behind them Cooktown out wide still going on, followed by Stenner, Kazaragi, Vertrag, Blue Water well back. back with Christopher Mack and Portland Prince last as they neared the corner, where it's Hot Touch about a length in front of Bella Hill and Timely Waters third. Over on the inside, Van der Haar when they swing the corner. Oliver Beer wider out with the yellow blinkers. Into the straight they race. Kazaragi making some ground on the inside. Christopher Mack has taken to the extreme outside to launch his claim as they got to the 300 metres. Oliver Beer racing up with Bella Hill to go to Hot Touch, with Van der Haar getting up on the inside. Further back is Blue Water as they got to the 200. It's now Van der Haar getting up on the inside to Hot Touch. Van der Haar and Hot Touch from Oliver Beer. Hot Touch coming again. Hot Touch again, put his head in front and drew clear. Hot Touch 1.5 length to Van der Haar. Oliver Beer is a length away third, then Kazaragi. A gap Bella Hill, Blue Water, and they were trailed by Timely Waters and then Christopher Mack. Back behind them were Vertrag, and they were trailed then by Hot Taste. And next to finish was Stenar, followed by Portland Prince, and Cooktown dropped out a bad last. Hot Touch is the winner. Number 9, ridden by Brian Park. He led virtually all of the way, got headed, and then he came again. So very good performance by number 9 to take it out. Second to 5, Van der Haar, ridden by Peter Mertens. I'm sure he put his nose in front late in the straight. And third, going to number 12, Oliver Beer. So it's 9, 5 and 12. 9, 5 and 12 on race number. Rort and Windigo drawn alongside one another. Racing now, they both began well, Rort and Windigo. Down on the inside, Sabre Thoughts look to get away okay. And Tristram Kildare with Kaylee Revival are showing some speed, with Spouse on the outside settling now. And Windigo drives up on the inside to head Kaylee Revival and Tristram Kildare on the outside. Spouse out about 4 wide, and just off the pace there is in behind them Sabre Thoughts on the inside, followed by Rort and Private Night. Then Saharan in that bunch of horses, followed further back by Sel Racher and Start On. Petascore well back, Polo Jack and Final Way on the inside, one of the last. Kaylee Revival went to the outside rail. Windigo stuck to the fence, and these two corner in front. Windigo on the inside, coming after it is Sabre Thoughts, followed by Private Night. Kaylee Revival on the outside, followed by Rort, and then Final Way. Windigo at the 200 now is being tackled by Sabre Thoughts. Private Night, Spouse on the outside with Kaylee Revival. Spouse, Kaylee Revival and Sel Racher on the outside rail. Spouse and Sel Racher. Couldn't split them. Spouse or Sel Racher, Kaylee Revival third between them, and then Petascore, followed by Sabre Thoughts, Final Way and Windigo carving up against the rail. Then Start On, followed by Polo Jack, Private Night and Sabre Thoughts. Rort well back behind them from Tristram Kildare and Saharan. Well, this could go either way. Sel Racher's certainly got the momentum up on the outside, and Spouse just inside it. They're the two that figure in the photo. And it's very close between the two of them. On the outside is Sel Racher and Spouse just inside it. Judge gives the verdict. Number 7 to go. In fact, they look to be set. Mr. Musical stood up okay. Major hit drawn near the outside. Pugnami stands up nicely. They're away. Natch out fairly with Joe Bananas. They both began okay towards the inside. Mr. Musical got away well. Wrangler Chief went forward. How Big from an outside berth is shooting across towards the front as well. And back behind them, Boundary Boy dropping towards the tail. Kalina Rappin is last of all. Mr. Musical at the 1800 just led Wrangler Chief with How Big on their outside, looking for the front, doing some work out wide. In behind them, Joe Bananas and Natch together with Pugnami. Bold Impulse up on the outside of those horses as they leave the straight now. And sorting out the lead, Mr. Musical retained the inside. How Big sat on his outside, about to go to the lead as they enter the back. Bold Impulse moving up into third placing, followed by Joe Bananas fourth on the inside of Wrangler Chief, and then 1.5 lengths away is Pugnami, caught out 3 wide at the moment around Natch, and then Ghost Like on the rails. 2 to 3 lengths further back is Wood Street and Hibernian Prince. 3 behind them is Kalina Raffin, Boundary Boy and Major Hit last of all. Well, Mr. Musical held them out and led down the back. Pace not all that hard. He's 1.5 lengths in front of How Big second. In third placing, Joe Bananas on the rails, followed by Pugnami, who wants to pull a bit, gets up to fourth from Bold Impulse. 1 to Ghost Like on the rails with Hibernian Prince wide out. Natch in the centre with Wrangler Chief. 1.5 lengths to Wood Street, 1 Kalina Raffin, Boundary Boy and Major Hit last of all as they go by the 1,000 metres. Mr. Musical by 1 length in front of How Big, and Joe Bananas is enjoying a lovely run on the inside inside third from Pugnami. One Bold Impulse fifth. Hibernian Prince off the track most of the way here from Wrangler Chief. Ghost Like on the rail followed a neck away by Natch, and then one Kalina Raff and Wood Street major hit, and Boundary Boy as they ran down the hill to the 600. Mr Musical in front of Pugnami, How Big and Joe Bananas on the rails. A length Bold Impulse, Ghost Like next, and then around them comes Kalina Raffin from Wrangler Chief, and a length further back is Natch, about 6 or 7 off the leader. As they corner now, plenty of room for Joe Bananas to slip through along the rails as they enter the straight, and it's Mr Musical with Joe Bananas coming at him on the inside. How Big is third, a couple of lengths away. Then Natch getting through on the inside. Joe Bananas the leader at the 200, a length and a half in front of Mr Musical. How Big and then Natch followed by Wood Street. Joe Bananas clear with 100 to go. Mr Musical starting to lift again. Joe Bananas about 3/4 in front of Mr Musical, and Joe Bananas wanted to nick Mr Musical. 2 to Natch, and then Kalina Raff and Wood Street and How Big, and they were followed further back by Bold Impulse, Ghost Like, Boundary Boy, and next Wrangler Chief from Pugnami, who pulled hard early. Major hit well back, and Hibernian Prince a long last. Number 1, Joe Bananas, the winner, ridden by Patrick Ferris. Second going to 11, Mr Musical, James Winks. He was coming again on the line. $80 on Super Tab. Due Crazy coming up and completed the lineup, so they're set to go. Beja Floor has the inside. Away they go. Jump well, Beja Floor. Always Forever a little slow to move with Canella and Angel Spirit. Mad Dam and Olivet Lady both began quickly, are heading towards the front with Melbourne Crown and Tingira, then Cafe Who and Luella settling fully. Olivet Lady just led Tingira going up to tackle her. Melbourne Crown a length away third. Mad Dam is in fourth placing. Followed then by Luella, and over on the inside Beja Floor from Cafe Who wide. One Dr. Lorna, and then Always Forever Canella. Auntie Hilda well back. Then at the tail of the field, Due Crazy and Angel Spirit. Tingira sped clear at the 600, opened up 2 to 3 lengths. Olivet Lady and 2 Melbourne Crown. Beja Floor fourth on the inside from Luella, Cafe Who. Mad Dam ridden along at this point. Dr. Lorna coming wide. Then Auntie Hilda on the inside from Canella, Angel Spirit, Due Crazy hooked out deep. Tingira led at the 400 metres. Olivet Lady coming after her with Melbourne Crown in the centre. Auntie Hilda's getting up along the inside, and then Cafe Who, Dr. Lorna. Mad Dam is struggling only at the 200 now. It's Melbourne Crown in the centre, and on the inside Auntie Hilda. Auntie Hilda, Melbourne Crown with Dr. Lorna coming home and Canella out wide. It's Auntie Hilda and Melbourne Crown now. Auntie Hilda just the leader. Melbourne Crown lunging, got there. Melbourne Crown beat Auntie Hilda. Now Canella might have grabbed third from Dr. Lorna out wide and Beja Floor, and then Due Crazy. Always Forever a gap to Cafe Who. Mad Dam struggled in the run home, and so did Olivet Lady. Angel Spirit, Tingira stopped very badly, and Luella dropped out to last. The line, and the last to join them will be Eurosceptic. Track is rated slow, the rail true today, and 5.93 the penetrometer reading.